Morning, peeps. Well, it's one of those days. We went along to our little baby CNC machine, you know, one of those hobby ones. So some Australians said they're hobby and useless. Well, they produced some lovely little rings for me, which, if I can get it on, there we go. Give me one moment. Yeah, that one's tight. Oh no, there's a burr on it. Let's try the other end. No, that one's tight as well. I should have really deburred the pipe before I started. There we go. That creates a lovely little clamp. You put one on, you stuff your pipe through, you stuff a second on, you put some glue in the middle, and you have a lovely seal on any box you want. Yeah, costs fractions of a penny because it's always plastic, and does the job lovely. So, yeah, best way to seal things, because some of these expensive seals you get from the fish shops are ridiculously priced. I mean, not mentioning any names, but an English company's charging £9 per box, per seal. And that to me is an extortionate amount for something they're moulding in pennies. So yeah, 2 plastic rings. Yeah, run it through your box, cut your pipe to length, squidge it with a bit of glue. Does the job perfectly. Right, other bad news. As you can see, filter not touched. Yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to take you for a walk, and I'll explain the reason why. Okay, follow me. No, I didn't say jump up and down, behave. Yes, so, look, clear bench. Box not touched. What's happening, he says. Well, what's happened is we've removed all of this pump, all of the pipes, everything. Yeah, the pipes on the floor are just, and that's an experiment, that there. It's an airlift pump, which I've currently got turned off because I wanted to talk to you. And it's skimming the pond through a little hole in that box. So, yeah, I'll let you see that if it works. But the big pump is now sat on a shelf. And it's sat on a shelf because at 250 watts it's a beast. It works really well. But the electric company sent us a lovely letter saying, your electric's gone up again. So, yeah, we took the decision that enough's enough and we better cut down on what electric we're using. So I'm down to 18,000 litre big pump, 4,500 little pump. That's actually 5.5, I think, but with pipes and everything it works out to 4. So this now runs on a 4,500 pump. Yeah, which is, as you can see, running lovely. The box got painted blue. Yes, it's proper plastic paint. I happen to have food. Beetroot's not doing as good, mind you. I think it got flattened the other day, look. Yeah, not to worry. Have a play with it. Radish, way too many. But this is an experiment to see if we like it. We're not sure if we like radish or not. Strawberries, still doing lovely. I've eaten them all, so there's no strawberries left there. Peas, couple are growing really well actually. So hopefully we'll get some off them. Not the one like I had the other day, which had 1 pea in the pod. Broccoli, got a couple there starting to actually move now, so I'm so impressed. Tomatoes, growing nicely. Slow, but nice. Big leaves. Don't know what sort they were. Still empty. Potatoes, still potatoing. Still not filled it with gravel, because I found fish in it the other day. Yes, honestly, I found fish in the aquaponics bed. Oh, there's one. Can you see it? Oh, I don't know if this camera's good enough. Let me see if I can zoom in. Other way, dipstick. Now, that way. There. Fish. They've made it all the way through the pump, all the way through the filter, and they're in all the water beds. Loads of them. So, I don't know what I'm going to do there. Probably oik them out when they're big enough. Yeah, so that's become an issue because they're in that one. Oh, zoom back out, idiot. No, other way. That's it. There we go. They're in that one. They're not in that one because they can't swim in gravel. And they're in that one. And that one. And that one. And that one. And there's also some babies in that one. Oh look, there's a fish. Hey. They're a lot happier since I painted the box. Probably because they can't see even the shadow of me all the time, thinking, who's that bloody idiot out there? But yeah, it all seems to be ticking along, as you can see, that collecting gross amounts of muck. I missed it the other day. It was up to about there with water and still sieving. I was well impressed. Yeah, it was just holding all the water up and cleaning it. What else we done? We tidied up a bit more up there. We made a bigger mess here because we pulled all the piping out and I've not stripped it down yet. Oh, I could turn this air pump on for you and let you have a look. It's a total bodge at the moment. It's actually made with insulation tape and misfitting bits of pipe just taped together. Mind the pump. So what we've got is we've got a couple of holes just there which allow the water in, which seems to be sort of working. You can see the algae growing in it, so it must be working slowly because that stuff floats around and clogs your pumps for you. Yeah, and that's going down the bottom. I've got airline into bottom of that pipe there, which forces the air up. Obviously air goes upwards most of the time. Doesn't in Guinness. I've seen that. That's really weird. But anyway, the air comes up the pipe, pulls water with it, spits water out the end. Yeah, hopefully clean surface of the pot. Doesn't clog because I've had 3 skimmers now and every fragging one of them has broke. Yeah, where the bamboo leaves clog them. So I'm going for something that even if it clogs now, yeah, it can't kill the pump because there ain't a pump. Right, what else we got? Let me pause you while I move. Here we go again. Pond. See, you can see the bottom now. Shock horror. Things are starting to clear up for me. Yeah, fish are all in there. It's quite a horrible day. It's quite bright, but just one of those days where it's iffy, so all the fish are quite quiet. And I mucked around with it shed loads yesterday and the day before, ripping out all the pump and everything. So it's just a change in the water. I'm going to pH test it later, but they look happy enough. The surface is a fraction cleaner. I won't say it was spotless, but it's a fraction cleaner. Yeah, they're all hiding in the shade. Horrible fish. Behave. Come into the sunshine and get a suntan. Do you good. He said. Not really. But yeah, that's all that's been happening. So the electric company seem to have curtailed my adventures for a short while I think about either saving up my pocket money of £1 a week for a new pump, because the new ones are only about, well, 18,000 litre one is 110 watts peak. Yeah, and compared to the cotton coy at 250, that's a huge saving per year. Yeah, we're actually thinking of getting some solar panels if we can ever afford them. Yeah, one of the ones with a micro inverter that apparently you just plug in and use. Yeah, and that'll reduce your bill. Yeah, we reckon we can get 4 panels on the roof of my workshop up there, just there. But they're not going to be south facing, they'll only pick up the sun in the afternoon, or we might fit them in front of this window because nobody ever walks there. Yeah, but we've got to look at all this and make a decision at some point. Yeah, that could be a future plan. But at the moment, money has curtailed my adventures. So I might go and play with my CNC machine. I've got bits I want to design and cut out. I'm not sure what cutting out of what though. I'm out of plastic and out of bloody wood. There you go. What's next? What's next? I'm going to pause you again. So, yes, we're on well, we're having a bit of a meltdown, really. I'll stick them in the components bin, and that, they always come in handy. Don't know what I'm doing next. Obviously, I now have a storage box. I have 2 of those filters built. One's in use. One we decided, because when we made this decision, yeah, that one was already built. So we're going to use that one as an emergency if we have to run any other pumps to filter the water quickly. Because that one's not got top outlet, it's got no extras cut into the box, so it filters for the whole length. Yeah, and there's no dirty water outlet, so it's just basically filtering everything and doesn't give it an option to go anywhere. I've got to tidy up my workshop. I'm not going to show you me doing that, that's just daft. I've got to build the aquaponics beds. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm planting. It's a bit late in the year, that was the problem. And I thought, well, why cut holes when you don't know what you're going to stuff in there? Going to try and get some plants started, probably, yeah, towards the end of the year. We're going to put spuds in. We're going to do a big wicking bed down the side of the garden when I've finished tidying up. Yeah, I will show you that as I build it. Yeah, we're also going to do a big onion patch. Hopefully we may have a dehydrator for doing dried foods, because I want to build up a stock of garlic because I love the stuff, and it's, yeah. What else? Going to be doing potatoes in a wicking bed. We're going to be doing onions, beetroot. I'm not sure about radish yet, still not tried any. Apparently you can eat the leaves and they're peppery. I'll go and check that fact and try one, and I may end up spitting it out everywhere, but we'll see how that goes. What else? We've got to tidy up. Yeah, I know. Finish reorganising my workshop, which was started and never finished. Ooh, I could show you them. This is what happens when you've got a pond. You end up with spare pumps. One 250 watt Cockney Koi, one 500 watts WaterTech or Waterco. It's a Mighty Mech or something. Aquamite 33. Yeah, that one's really power hungry. It's 500 sodding watts. Yeah, so yeah, that was the first one to get pulled off because it was using more than the rest of the pond together. Now that one's come off, and now we're down to 190 watts running. 200. 110 on the big 18,000, and a 45 and a 45. 45 for the air pump, 45 for the small pump. So yeah, there you go. Things change, life moves on. Not gonna sulk about it. I'm just pissed off, to be honest. They put up the sodding price again. I thought 2 billion was quite a reasonable profit, but apparently not. They need some more. Obviously they want to give their executives another pay rise to, you know, several £1,000,000 a week, year, whatever. Taking the piss, really, innit? Nothing I can do about it though. Yeah, it's not like I can vote to sack him. So yeah, there you go. Life changes. Until I can get the house off the grid, or at least them paying me, I'm buggered. Anyway, end of video for today. We will be back next week. Oh, I don't know. Depends if this is a Tuesday or a Thursday video. We will be back in the next video. I'll find something to do. See you later. That's it for today. It's time to say goodbye. Why don't you subscribe, like me, hate me, who cares? And have a nice day. Bye.